What's up, guys? I'm gonna give my quick review of the new Hulu show, The Patient. Now, I started watching the show because it has Steve Carell in it. Steve Carell. Most people probably know Steve Carell from The Office. And I watch Steve Carell in a lot of things, and I'm saying this is Steve Carell doing a very serious role. I want to see this. I want to see how serious his chops are as an actor. Steve Carell's great in this show, but the actual show, like the cast is great. I want to hope I'm getting his name right. The homie Hall, as the person that Steve Carell's character is giving therapy to. He's great in this role too. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the time I was watching Dommy Hall Gleason as Sam. I was thinking, what if this was Paul Dano? I just kept thinking, what if this was Paul Dano? What if it was Paul Dano? But at the end of the day, the acting in the show really didn't matter because that's not the problem with the show. The show starts off very promising. A patient kidnaps his therapist so his therapist can help him stop killing people because he is a serial killer. That's interesting as fuck. In the show, it starts off very interesting with this, and we're thinking, how can Steve Carell's character Alan, how he keeps thinking of ways, how can I get out of here? How can I get out of here? How can I get out of here? I'm gonna be honest, the first 4 episodes, that's when things were really good. But once his mom comes in, once Alan's mom comes in, and once Sam's mom's coming, and once Alan starts dreaming about his old therapist in his mind, that's when the show goes down. That's when the show gets boring. And in the first 4 episodes or so, we're thinking about how is he gonna get out of here. And then when all these characters from Sam Life comes in, then I realize, where is this going? And then the show's is underdeveloped. Everything about the show's underdeveloped. The characters are underdeveloped. Nothing goes anywhere. I was just I wish we saw more of Sam day to day instead of just meeting characters. We'll meet his old ex-wife, and we just meet her in the most boring way, and we don't really get anything out of meeting her. I wish we could have seen what makes Sam tick. We understand why he does it. He got abused by his father. We understand that. I'm talking about what sets him off day to day. I feel I wish it was more even that Dahmer show, we followed Jeffrey Dahmer, even if that shit was even if they were going off the road for that show, just making shit up. That could have been very interesting here. We could just follow this Sam and see how he goes and see how he ticks. I feel if they did this show right, they could have easily stretched this out. And they could have stretched it out for a couple of seasons if it was done right. But it wasn't. I feel we didn't focus enough time on Sam. I feel we focused too much time on Alan's mind and his dreams of his old therapist, dead therapist. I feel we focused way too much time on that. But nothing, they did a lot, but nothing ever got developed. This show, in a nutshell, was, and it didn't have to be this way, but this show, in a nutshell, was a bad show with an interesting premise that it could have made a decent movie. That's what this is. A bad show with an interesting premise that could have made a decent movie. And this show, if it was done right, this could have been the new fucking Mindhunter. This could have been imagine it was Mindhunter, but on one character. And we see him develop through all these years. See what makes him tick. And that would have made all this shit that goes on in Alan's head, Steve Carell's character, that would have made that shit hit even harder. Because we would have been this guy's been down here for years and years and years, trying to help this fucker that he cannot help. But I feel things go way too slow. They're boring. Everything's underdeveloped. The show's just not that good and it's boring. I just don't know what to tell you. I wish it wasn't this way. I wish it could have been much better. And everyone acted their asses off, but the writing just wasn't there. Nothing was there. The acting's great, but the writing's just not there. So, overall, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because the first 4 episodes were promising. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I don't know if I could recommend this show, to be honest. If you want, I'd rather you go watch Mindhunter or True Detective or something else like that. Even the Dahmer show. Because that show's very well made. Even though they were just fucking lying out of their asses on all that shit. But it's still well made. So overall, 5 out of 10. Peace.